Hi, it's Devin Holloway again. I did my first YouTube video like, I don't know, 36 seconds ago, and I loved it, so I'm gonna do another one. I was kind of talking about self-confidence and there's kind of a lot to self-confidence and what it is. I kind of talked about before and how people bring their egos forth, and that's their self-confidence. Look how tough I am. Look how beautiful I am. And acknowledge that and respect that and take your place. You know, that's not how it is at all. At least that's how I see that to be. That's not necessarily true, but that's the fake stuff that's actually going on. What real self-confidence is to me is you kind of have to first start out with like feeling yourself, like where are your strengths, where are your weaknesses. If you're shy, how are you shy? If you're quirky, how are you quirky? You kind of have to start defining yourself as a person, because now we have kind of all these trends going on, and we have new trends every single second, and those are defining people at every single second. It's like we had hipsters running around all over the place, 2 years ago, and everybody was denying that they were a hipster, you know what I mean? So it was just, we have all these things, now we have hip-hop, and the Justin Bieber thing, and I don't know, there's just a lot of personalities that is being pushed on to humans as a whole, and we're being forced to recognize them and to accept them, and it sucks because that's how everybody's communicating. Everybody's communicating in that fake, I'm lost, I don't know who I am, so I'm gonna be this, you know what I mean? I'm gonna talk with some slang, I'm gonna use these adjectives, I'm gonna use these, I don't know, like that kind of stuff. Like it's stupid. Well, it's not stupid. It's fun, and it's fun to be in that act and stuff. But when it comes to true communication, it doesn't help. It doesn't really help you out, especially where you're in the real world trying to do something of yourself. You don't really have anything real to fall back on. You only have this fake personality to fall back on, and I think that's where a lot of people lose their self-confidence. Is kind of confused on where they're at and who they are. You just have to start with the basics, you know what I mean? It's like if you have nowhere to start and you're in this room pretty much naked in a room full of people, and all you have is how people respond to you, then you kind of do have to use that in a small way to define yourself, because it's like you enter and you get all these reactions, and then that's how most people, I feel like, get their personalities, is like when people look upon them, then they react, and either they make fun of you or any of that stuff. And so a lot of people build these hard personality shells around them to defend themselves against other people and against other personalities, and it doesn't have to be that way. So when you're in that room, getting people's reaction, it's like, oh, okay, just for me, I don't know, I'm black, my skin is black, so it's like, okay, so if I'm in, right now, let's say I'm in, I don't know, Salt Lake City, Utah, and I walk up to an LDS person, the old belief was that I was going to get a negative reaction out of them. But that's not what it is. It's like black is unique, and all you have to do is approach it with that uniqueness. It doesn't matter what your background is, or what your education is, or from being part of any race. It just matters on how you use that unique physical identity, and how you use it. You know what I mean? I'm skinny, I'm not huge, but I use it. You know what I mean? And I use it to what makes me feel good. And what makes me feel good is just being my unique self. And that's another part of confidence. Sorry for just rambling. I'm gonna ramble a lot. All these YouTube videos are just gonna be me rambling. So, yeah, whatever. But it's how you bring this uniqueness. So you do have to kind of define yourself in reality, and that could be whatever, you know what I mean. If you have goals of getting bigger as a guy or getting skinnier as a girl, then approach those goals effortlessly. Don't hurt yourself, and don't hold on to them with a vice or a grip. saying that this is the only way I'm going to be accepted if I'm this big or this thin or this tall or this short or this color or this big, whatever. It's like you are accepted by your uniqueness. And it's kind of funny, just one of the beliefs I have, I believe that people do pick up on if you're trying to present something fake, like a fake personality. People do pick up on it, and so they make fun of you about it, and that's your confirmation that, haha, your personality is fake. But I don't know how often that happens. That's happened to be in my experience, I guess. But that's just how you know. It's like the universe is always giving you indicators on how you're doing, what you're being, what you're allowing, what you're not allowing, and you do have to be at least emotionally aware of how you feel in the universe, or in your day, or in your home, or in your job. You do have to find a way of feeling comfortable, and that's a huge self-confidence factor. Like if you're not comfortable, then you're probably acting in fear, and in fear you do have this robotic mechanism, like, I'm scared right now, don't hurt me, or I have to approach you in this way, or I have to go around to get what I want, and I can't just go straight to you and say, hey, can I have a cookie? Like you can be yourself and be like, hey, like those cookies look delicious, give me a cookie, or whatever, you know what I mean? This is a weird example, but I'm just saying, you do have to know yourself, and just know yourself. Whether if you're tall, girls like tall guys, so use that. Don't become a predator over your good looks, or your tallness, or your good features, but definitely use it, you know what I mean? Because people do look at tall and say, oh, I'm somehow safer with a tall man or a bigger man, you know what I mean? A lot of people have that, if there's a bigger, taller guy around me, then I'm way more safer, just because of the feeling that they emit, and the self-confidence that they have. And that goes for anything, if you're a bubbly girl, be a bubbly girl. A lot of people in the world do overreact to people's uniqueness, and it's like that possibly can't be you and what you are. You're faking. You made up this whole personality that I do not understand, and that's not right, and I have to put you back in your place, which is either like making fun of you or doing any of that stuff. But you do have to create a shield around yourself. Fucking impenetrable shield around yourself that not even the thinnest of thin needles or the toughest of tough hammers could get through. You have to create this. It may be misinterpreted as even bigger, as a huge ego, you know what I mean? But that's not what you're trying to create if you're trying to be real with yourself, and that's not what you'll portray. But that's kind of the first thought forms that kind of blip up into my head when I say this, and you do have to create a huge shield around yourself. You do have to say, just for me personally, I am Devin, and I love people. I love interacting with people. I love looking at you in the eye, and I like talking, and I like getting my point across. And if I have something to say and I think it's productive and it's useful, then I'll say it. And stuff like that. I'm funny. I have a big mouth. I say a lot of dumb shit sometimes. It's like I talk before I think, and I do that a lot. So if anything comes off weird, or if I don't know, I don't know, what do you call it? Contradict myself at all. Just roll with it. Because this is me and this is new. So just whatever. But you do have to be comfortable inside of yourself, and if someone attacks you with this huge shield, and let's say, for me, it could be something racist. Let's go there. That's the first thing that came up in my head, and I can look at them and say, and I could get angry, and I could fight, and I can prove what they're saying. Or I could be calm and reserved and look at them as in pain, look at them as confused, look at them as like, yo, you actually need some help. Like, do you want to talk for a second? Do you want to get to know me? You know what I mean? I don't believe myself just to be the color of my skin. I don't believe myself just to be what I am in this body. I'm huge. I have all these talents. I have all these... Sorry if you heard that burp. I have all these abilities that I have to offer you. You know what I mean? And I might just help change your life in a way just by giving you a different perspective. So why not at least open up a little bit to me and not be in fear, because I'm not going to hurt you. And you can have that resonating on your shield too. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to harm you. People do kind of approach you with that, I'm angry and I'm going to hurt you, you know what I mean? And I'm very volatile and I can snap at any second and all this stuff, but ignore it, because if you are not going to harm, then they're not going to pick up on that. It's like you come together effortlessly, you know what I mean? Because if you both come together and that here's the one guy who's ready to fight and here's you who's ready to fight, you're gonna fucking fight. So let's just figure that out. And if you like fighting, whatever, that's a thing that a lot of guys have, and I don't mind that either. So just find ways to be comfortable in your own skin. I don't know, it'd be cool. Like, I still haven't made the YouTube account yet, but if you do have questions, just comment below, and I'll start doing videos based on your questions, even if they're silly, you know. So let's actually start this, because I'm actually liking this. I'm actually liking, you know, speaking in front of a camera and all that stuff. Right now I'm just using my computer, and you know, we'll see where this goes, because if this really helps, it definitely helps me. It just definitely helps me just blah, because there's so many people out there that kind of just don't want to hear it unless it's in this setting, in a virtual setting. So let's do this, and let's connect, and let's grow, and let's become friends. I don't have a Facebook account yet. I don't have when it comes to social media, I just kind of ran away from that, because I just ran away from that a while ago, because I just didn't agree, because I have all these, I had constructed this personality on the world and where it was headed, so I kind of escaped in that way, but I got to reintegrate myself and all that stuff. But I'm open and I'm willing, and questions, comments, concerns, I don't know, anything. Just use your strengths, focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses, of course, because if you look at yourself and you see the zits on your face, or if your body is a little more top heavy or bottom heavy, then you are weak in that moment, and that's what you kind of want to avoid. Is you want to go throughout your day just being strong in those moments, and being aware of this second right now, what is actually going on and how I'm feeling. And there are processes like if you feel shitty about yourself on a daily basis, then you do have to work on yourself and get rid of those concepts that make you feel worthless, that make you feel fat. You know what I mean? Because first comes the concept. Well, I don't know. It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? It's like you have this concept that created you fat or skinny or too skinny or worthless and all this stuff, and you repeat those in your head throughout the day, and then you look at yourself in the mirror, and that's what you are. So where do you make the flip? So you do have to start somewhere, whether if it's working out or getting I don't know, getting acne treatment, or going back and stepping into yourself and saying why these came, why are you here, why did I manifest you? Because that's what you are, a powerful human being. You're not here on earth being this I don't know, human, I guess. Human is awesome, but you have a little more than that. You actually have a lot more than that. And so use your creative expression creatively, because that's how you are expressing yourself. It's like, I'm not worthless, blah 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 blah, zit on my face, or top heavy or bottom heavy, or just another black kid or just another white kid, or just another tall kid or just another skinny, just another short kid, you know, whatever. Just figure all of that out. I will have stuff written down. I have a couple things written down, but I don't really know where to go with this stuff, so I'm just going to go from self-confidence, and this is my second YouTube video today. I might post another one. I'm not going to do like once a week, every kind of thing. It's going to be really spontaneous on just how I feel. At the very first, I probably will get really annoying and just post one every 10 minutes, because I have just ideas coming in and blah blah blah. But so yes, definitely post your comments when I do get a YouTube account, and we'll start. Like if you have like a subject you want to talk about, then I will talk about it. I know enough to get you. I know enough to get you throughout your day. And that's it pretty much. So have an awesome day. I love you, YouTube, and I love you all. And yeah, I'm Devin Holloway, and thank you for listening.